Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm Noble Bricks, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at my complete Ninjago minifigure collection, which consists of like around 100 minifigures, some ranging from like $1 to over $180. Actually, no, that's probably wrong. Like $70. Yep, I don't know how much the Overlord's actually worth, but he's probably my most expensive minifigure. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for the first two, which we're starting off with season one, so the first two is Acidicus and Scalador, which these figures I like so much, man. They're really cool. Um, I will be going in season order, right? So we'll start with the villains and side characters, then ninja. But I will be including the legacy characters, like the legacy skeletons, for instance, will be with the Serpentine. Yeah, did I say legacy Serpentine? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I love these two figures. Great. I still have more Serpentine, so let's go into them. So here we have Chokin, and I forgot this one's name. Maybe it's. I don't remember his name. It's another snake. I didn't do my research before this video, so if I don't know their names, just don't blame me. But Chokin has two torso cracks. If you can see, it's like in a V shape, about there and then there, which, not too bad, I don't think. But yeah, pretty good OG Serpentine minifigs. Here are the last two Serpentine that I own, Legacy Spitta and Legacy Lasha. I mean, they're not in too great condition just because I've played with them since 2019, so. But overall, pretty decent figures. Hate that they use the same leg print there and there. Don't really like that much, but other than that, they're pretty decent figs. And because he technically counts as a Season 1 villain, we have the Legacy Lord Garmadon, which I got from that book. So this minifigure is pretty cool. It is quite basic, but I do quite like it. So here we have the start of my Nindroid army. We have just two normal Nindroids, and then this one is supposed to be one, but it's missing the mask and one of its arms. So, these are pretty basic. They didn't come in a lot of sets, but pretty good villains nonetheless. Now, here we have the plain Nindroid drone from 2014, and we have the 2021 Legacy Nindroid from the not Lane's, Zane's Battle Versus Pack thing. I don't know what it's called. That's as close as I could get. But these two, I actually quite like the Legacy one just because of the purple hand. But this one is pretty plain though. Has no leg printing. Has no mask. It didn't come with a mask and just a plain torso. Well, not really plain, but it's minimal detail. Here we have two more rebooted villains. We have Evil Woo and the one and the only Overlord. Now, Overlord is probably the most expensive Ninjago minifigure I have, but for good reason. It's an amazing figure. I like the arbor piece, love the face. Evil Woo is pretty good. He is a little bit on the more basic side, but I quite like both of these figures. Here we have both of my Anaconda warriors, which is this guy's name is Zugu, I think, or something like that. I don't know. It's Zugu. Don't know how you pronounce it at all. And then this guy, I don't remember his name. I got him from Nerdy Bricks, so go drop him a sub. But yeah, these are actually really cool villains. I thought I loved the helmet mold. I don't know why I like it so much, but it's just super clean looking, I think. And the tattoos make them look pretty gnarly. Here we have my only possession ghosts, which are the legacy version of the Soul Archer and the legacy version of Gultar, both from Zane's Titan mech battle. These two, I mean, I hate that they use the same head, torso, and leg. I guess you would call it a leg because it only has just the one stud, but I do like that they give him some variation and they all just didn't look the same. You know how he has the hat and the half mask, and he has the legacy hood recolored in a new color, which is blue. I mean, dark blue and purple. So, really cool minifigs, but just wish they had a little bit more like deviation between them. Now, here we have Flintlock, and I think his name is Squiffy. Pretty cool name, I can't lie. But these guys look really cool. I like how their arms are like flipped. You know, his arm is orange, and yeah, orange on this side, and his legs orange on this side, and his arms orange on this side and orange on this side. Pretty cool. I think the Sky Pirates definitely looked cool, but some of them looked a little bit weird, I think. But these two are pretty cool. I went on vacation and lost his goggles, so he doesn't have them right now. I don't know where to get some. So yeah, pretty cool minifigs. So now we jump up like what, 4 years? Yeah. We have Richie, or no, I think his name is Hosner in the sets, and this is Richie. I quite like these figures, but they're nothing too special for Ninjago villains, at least. I think the red visors are a little bit cooler, but these are still pretty decent generic villains, I think. And here we have the main villain of Prime Empire, Unagami. This figure is actually pretty good. I'm not going to go in too depth into all these figures, but I like the new beard piece and the new hair piece, which was also used on Okino, if you didn't know. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I guess I consider this Garmadon minifigure a villain, maybe? I don't really know. But we have the Oni Garmadon, which is actually a very cool figure. I mean, you can get it pretty cheap, actually, for like $8. Um, because it came in like one of those European like paper bag things, but pretty cool figure nonetheless. Uh, yeah. Here we have two of the Imperium Claw people. I think this is like an Imperium Claw Hunter, and then this is like an Imperium Claw General or something. I don't know their names. I hated Dragon's Rising Season 1, so I really don't know what they're called. But I think their design is actually pretty cool. They do have the same torso and leg print and same armor piece, but they do have different face prints and helmets. And to finish off the Dragon's Rising collection, we just have this Imperium Claw Hunter General or something. I don't know his name. Pretty cool though. I like that he's gold instead of the black. I do think I quite like the black better. Like as far as the armor and the helmet go, but I think his torso and leg print is way cooler. Here we have the next figures in line, which is Cinder and Jordana, which these are like the wolf mask like general people, which I think they're pretty cool. Kind of wish they had like different torso prints and stuff, but I don't want to complain too much because these are pretty good figures nonetheless. Here we have a wolf mask guard, and then we have just three plain wolf mask warriors. Yes, I had to put them like this so I could fit them all on there. If you angle this up a little bit, you can see that third one up there. I have three of them. I didn't want to show them off all individually because I thought that would be boring, so I just put them all like this. And now to finish up the wolf masks, we have these two with are pretty much just the same as the ones that we just looked at, except with an armor piece. So these ones, I actually think they're pretty cool, honestly. Um, I think it really elevates the figure just by adding the armor piece onto it. So these figures are actually pretty cool. Here we have another version of Cinder, which this one, if they would have gave him like normal minifigure legs, like these, then it would have been way better, right? I think. But just having the ghost tail piece, I mean, sure he can control smoke, but I think that if they would have included both in the set, it would have been way cooler. And then we just have one of the purple and red wolf mask warriors with like the huge like tentacle pieces, which I think are actually pretty cool. Um, they actually can be used for a lot of other stuff. Like they used it for Gambit's powers from X-Men and the X Mansion set, which I thought was a really genius way to use that piece. I think it would have been better if this piece was straight and they used it like that. But they got to do what they can. So yeah, so here are my final three villain figures. That's why I put them all on here at the same time. I mean, this one's kind of hanging off the stand, so we'll talk about him first, just in case he falls. I mean, I doubt he will, but he's a Dragonian Scout. I don't know why I struggled so much with saying that. Sorry, guys. Dragonian Scout, pretty much the same as this one, just with a different face print, and obviously he has a mohawk, and he has like the helmet piece. This is a Dragonian warrior. The exact same one as the one that we just talked about. And then here we have Drix, which is a member of the Forbidden Five, who I think actually has a pretty cool design. I think they should have gave him black armor instead of like the dark gray, but I think he comes with that in a different set. So I think what I might just do is take the Lord Rat Ra's armor piece and just swap them, because in the $20 set, the spinners, he comes with a black armor piece which I can put on him, and then I can give this gray armor piece to Lord Ra's, which I think would look pretty cool. So without further ado, let's get into the Elemental Masters and the new Ninja. So I forgot to. Did I say side characters? I don't actually remember. But if I didn't say side characters, we have Sensei Garmadon, and then here we have Griffin Turner from the Tournament of Elements. So these are two very cool figures. I just wish Griffin Turner had leg printing, which I guess he did not appear in the show with leg printing, so it doesn't really matter that much to me personally. But to a more serious person that really, you know, wants minifigures to be their best, they might want leg printing. But pretty cool figures. Now, since I'm including side characters, I do not consider Echo Zane a Zane minifigure. Sure, it has Zane in the name, but technically he's a different character. So we have him here with the side characters. This figure is absolutely amazing. I just wish that the hairpiece was in the light, or no, it might not be light nougat or whatever nougat color this is. That's my only complaint with this figure. And then here we have Gravis, the Elemental Master of Gravity. Pretty cool. I quite like both of these figures. Here we have Tox and Moro. The reason I put Moro in here is because I think the episode titles and descriptions were leaked, and I think Moro helps out the ninja. That's why I put him here. And Tox is a pretty cool minifigure. Both of these are amazing figures. You can still buy both of them in sets, which I would recommend actually. I'd recommend picking up the Tournament Battle Arena first, though, if you don't have it already, because that set is really good. It's $50, but it has double the amount of pieces as the set that Moro comes in, which is $40. So you get 300 more pieces, the same amount of minifigures, for $10 more. I think it's a good deal. But yeah, let's move on to the new Ninja. Here we have both of my Sora suits. So we have this one from her Elemental Power Mech. Elemental Tech Mech, I don't know. And then here we have her Tournament of Sources appearance. I really like the tournament suit because it's the only new suit we've got from Sora in the 2 years that we've had her as a character. They've literally recycled this suit I don't even know how many times. So I like to see that this suit comes in more sets. Well, actually, it only comes in 2 sets, but I like that we're getting a new suit for her. And here we have Aaron from Dragon's Rising Season 1. Pretty cool figure. I actually like the horn pieces on the mask. And then here we have Wildfire from the Zane's Battle Suit Mech set. Pretty cool figure. I just wish it had the armor piece, but I don't think that's armor piece is too expensive to buy. So I might have to look into buying one of those. Here we have both of my versions of Sensei Wu or Master Wu, whatever you want to call them. And we have the original from I think 2012 or 2011. He might have came in those sets too. And then we also have the Lego Ninjago movie appearance of Master Wu with the cape piece, not the cape, but the waist cape. Yeah. So I quite like both of these figures. I like the beard. Master Wu is iconic with his beard. So pretty cool figure, very iconic figures, each in their own right, because of this one is super iconic because of the nostalgia, right, from 2011. And this one is super sort of iconic because of the Lego Ninjago movie, which got most people that I know into Ninjago. Just because, I don't think the movie really did that well. But, yeah, pretty cool figures. Now let's move on to all of my Ninja minifigures, starting with the least amount of Ninja, going to the greatest. Here we have my first two Cole minifigures, and surprisingly, I was surprised by this, but Cole is actually the ninja that I had the least amount of figures for, probably because I gave the only one that I had at the time to Nerdy, so I collected these three and was like, I'm not going to get rid of any more, because Cole's actually pretty cool. But here we have the Skybound Ghost Cole, and we have the Legacy Tournament Legacy 2 Robes Cole. Both of these are pretty cool. I like this one a lot. This one might be my favorite Cole that I have, but both of these are really amazing minifigures. Now here is the second Cole minifigure. I mean third, yeah, third Cole I have, which is the Mech Pilot Cole from 2024. This one actually, I think, overtakes the Skybound Cole from my favorite Cole I have. I like orange on Cole. I'd rather have orange than silver, honestly. Like his ZX suit, I just think orange looks way cooler. It represents his element, right? So, pretty cool peak minifigure, you know. So, I really like this one. Yeah, it's good that it comes in a $20 set as well, so it's very accessible to the younger audience and most people. Here we have a tie, so we're just going to do Nia first, and then, wait, I actually did this backwards, but here we have Stone Armor Nia, which actually came out first. Don't know why I put it in there wrong. And then we have Skybound Nia. Both of these are pretty good figures. I quite like this one way more. But, I think that they're really great. Now here we have the Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu Nia and the Digi Nia, which the one thing that I quite like about Digi Nia is that she uses a new color that she's never used before, which is this light blue, which is commonly featured on Zane nowadays. And then we just have the plain Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu suit, which I quite like very, very much. So yeah, pretty good figures. Diginia is one of my favorite figures in my collection right now, but I think this one just barely overtakes it just because I like how clean it looks. And now here we have the Mech Pilot Nia from 2024, and then the new Stormsuit Nia from 2025. Both of these figures, I know I keep saying both of these figures are pretty cool. I know I'm going to say that a lot in this video, but they're pretty cool. Oh my god, I keep saying it again. They're good figures, I can't lie. I just like the other ones more. And yeah, now let's move on to Kai. Now we have the first two Kais, which are Skybound Kai from 2016, and then the Lego Ninjago movie Kai from 2017. I don't really like the dark red on the movie Kai, like at the bottom there, like on his legs. I don't really like that at all. I don't really like this figure very much. I don't like the movie suits very much at all. But Skybound Kai is actually a not bad figure. If you don't have it already, I would suggest picking it up, but only because Skybound is my favorite season. That's why I own all the Skybound suits. Here we have the Digikai from Prime Empire Season 12, and then here we have the Dragon's Power Spinner Kai from 2023. I think this is... Digikai is not a horrible minifigure. I think he's not the best by any means, but he wouldn't rank too high on my list if I were to rank all of them. And then this one, my figure is a little bit broken at the back. But other than that, I think it's a decent figure. I just wish he had more exclusive parts, like maybe a new leg print, because only the torso and the top of this hood are exclusive to this figure. So you're thinking, if you're paying $10 for a spinner, you're most likely getting it for the figure. And this one just doesn't really live up to the hype. That's what I liked about the Air Jitsu ones, is that you got new exclusive figures. So now here we got the last of my Kai figures, which it is the Mech Pilot Kai from 2024, and the Tournament of the Sources Kai from also 2024. These ones are way better than the other two I just showed you. I like this one way more. But Kai's headband hairpiece with the headband in it is really awesome. I also like the new armor piece that they introduced this wave, and both these figures look really cool. Now we're going to move on to Lloyd's, and here we have the ZX Lloyd, which mine has a Sharpie mark on it. I mean, I did get it from my friend, but I don't even think he did that. Which I thought was weird that he had a Sharpie mark on his torso, but I tried getting it off there and it's not coming off, so I'll just have to buy another ZX Lloyd torso for like $5, which I think is outrageous for a torso. But you know, and then here we have rebooted Lloyd, rebooted suits. I think they're a debate in the Ninjago community just because they don't have leg prints. Um, which I don't really get why they didn't have leg prints, but not a bad figure. Just wish it had leg printing. And now to add to the rebooted Lloyd figures without leg printing, we have the stone armor Lloyd from the Battlefront Ninjago City. This figure, I quite like it a lot more than the normal rebooted figure, but the other one's not bad. And then on the right side, my right, yeah, we have the Skybound Lloyd, which this minifigure is really good. I like the Skybound armor piece, which I think was introduced this wave, but it just used the same legs as Possession Lloyd, which is also not bad. I love the torso print, how Kai, Lloyd, and Cole got golden, like got their golden symbols, and then Nia, Jay, and Zane all got blue ones. I think that's a really cool way to split the team in half, and just a pretty cool detail that not many people notice. Now I know I said that I was gonna put the legacy tournament suits like with the tournament of elements, right? But now I just think that they're gonna go better with the legacy suits. So I don't do that for the villains. But we have the Legacy 2 Lloyd and then the Mech Pilot Lloyd from 2024. I like these figures a lot. Um, pretty good detailing. I like how Lloyd switches color to light green. I think that looks way better than the normal green. But also, Lloyd has had his normal green since day one of him becoming the Green Ninja. So I don't know which color I like better, but I'm leaning more towards the light green. And for the final Lloyd in my collection, and probably honestly my favorite, it is the Master Lloyd from 2024. This minifigure is really good. Um, it's not even debatable that it's my favorite Lloyd. It is my favorite Lloyd. This minifigure is so awesome. Like, I don't know why I like it so much, but it's just really good. And I would recommend picking it up in the Jay's Mech Battle Pack set because it's $10. You get 4 minifigures, and this one is so good. Now here we have ZXJ, and then the rebooted J with the armor piece from the Battle for Ninjago City. Now both of these figures are pretty good. Like I said with the rebooted Lloyd, I just wish this figure had leg printing over here. Nonetheless, these figures are very good. This J is very nostalgic, right? This is the pretty much what most of us saw. Because I actually haven't talked to anyone that's watched the pilots and that's how they got into Ninjago. Not saying they're not there. I'm just saying that's when Ninjago really started to get big and popular. Here we got the next two J's. And here we have this Possession J, which this one I did get it from the Build a minifigure at my local Bricks and Minifigs. So I don't think it's a full figure. I don't know if Jay ever came with his hairpiece in a set for the Possession Wave, so it might not be 100% accurate. And then here we have just this plain Skybound J. Now he does not have his armor piece because, well, I only have 3, and they're used on J. I mean, not J. Lloyd, Cole, and Zane. So you've seen the first 2, but Zane has not showed up yet because he is the ninja that I have the most of. So yeah. Here we have the Legacy J or Season 10, however you want to say, which came in quite a bit of sets. I can't lie. And then the JFS. Now, the only complaints I have with these figures is the JFS or Forbidden Spinjitzu J. It would be that I wish instead of the ugly green that they used on the top of the thing, it would have been dark blue because that would have looked a lot cooler than the green. Because they tried to go for yellow but everybody knows yellow plus blue equals green, so I don't know why they did that. I mean, just a not very good design choice, but other than that, I love the J Season 11 suit. And then Legacy J is really nothing special. He's pretty plain, but that's what the Legacy Ninja went for, was pretty plain, so don't have any more complaints with these two. So for these next two, we have Digi J from the Prime Empire wave, and then the Legacy 2 J, also known as the Legacy Tournament of Elements J. Now, I quite like both of these figures. I mean, I love this one way more, but both of these are pretty good nonetheless. This one, I mean, both of them are pretty decently common. I think this one does come in more sets though, so he's pretty cheap to pick him up if you want to get both of them. Both of them are actually very cheap if you want to get either of them on Bricklink. Now here we have some of my favorite J's. Is the 10th anniversary J and the Golden Dragon J from the Crystallized Wave. Now 10th anniversary J is a really great figure, but I just wish he had his own unique leg print because he uses the same one as every other 10th anniversary ninja. At least I think so. He's the only one that I have, but I've seen videos and they all look the same, so they could be different, but they all look the same. And Dragon Form J would have been way better if he would have been dark blue, like in the show, instead of having yellow. This minifigure isn't bad, but it would have been way, 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 way better if they would have used trans dark blue instead of this trans yellow. Now here are the Dragon's Rising suits, the Dragon's Rising Season 1 suit, and then the Dragon's Rising Season 2 Part 1 suit, or the Mech Pilot suit as some might say. Now these suits are very good, and I think that's dust. I mean, it's filmed multiple times just filming the J part, so I don't know what that is over here, but, you know, back to the video. Yeah, these are really good, even though they never appeared in the show. Sorry, spoiler alert, but they're good for not appearing in the show. I mean, definitely. So yeah, extremely nice figures. I like both of them. I think I might like this one slightly. I don't know. See, they're just too good. But yeah. Now here are some really really good J figures. We have the Evil J, and then here we have Rogue. Now people are like, oh well, that isn't J. Well, it's Rogue. Well, Rogue is probably J if you can see under there. That's J's face. So I mean, everyone knows that it's J. I don't know why they just call him Rogue now, but you know, um, I like both of these figures. You know, extremely good. I think Evil J is a great new take on the character. You know, everyone knows Jay as the light-hearted guy. They never would think he turned evil, but he did. So yeah. Now here we have my favorite ninja, and the ninja that I have the most of. I mean, uncoincidentally, is Zane. So the first two that I have, and this is the final ninja of this video. So the first two I have are the DX Zane. I think is really good. The one that I have is in not very good condition. He said there was like one nick on it, you know, like just a little dent, you know. I thought that was fine. No, there are multiple. It wasn't not the condition he said it in. He said there was the arms were fine, but it's not in good condition at all. But you know, it's yeah, whatever. And this one is in almost perfect, pristine condition. The ZX Zane. I don't have the armor piece for him, but these are two really great figures and a great way to start off the show. Now here we have the rebooted suits that I have for him. The Stone Armor Zane, and then the rebooted Battle Damage Zane. Both of these are cool figures, but as you can see, they don't have leg printing. That just makes me mad, because even if Stone Armor Zane would have got leg printing, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the other Stone Armor Susan would have been fine. I wouldn't be complaining, but he didn't. So that kind of makes me mad, but it is what it is. Here we got my next two Zane figures, and it is the Jungle Suit Zane and the Skybound Zane. Skybound Zane, I think, looks very good. I think he would have slightly improved if he would have used silver for his armor. You know, that would have been really cool. You know, if Zane, Jay, and then maybe Nia use silver Skybound armor to split it, half and half. That would have been really cool. But I think that this figure, the Jungle Suit Zane, is almost perfect. It would have been the best figure, like, of all time if it would have used a titanium torso and legs, which we've seen prints on a titanium torso before. Like, I literally have a Lego City figure that I just swapped the head and stuff on, but they printed on that. Sure, this figure's way newer, but I think they still could have done it. Now for the more miscellaneous 2016 Zanes, we have the prison suit Zane, and then we have the tournament of elements suit Zane. Now both of these are pretty weird. Only the one on the left appeared in the show, and the one on the right did not. The one on the right is quite expensive to buy, but it's actually pretty good. I just wish they would have gave him his like a little white half ninja mask and then his hairpiece. But yeah, the figure's not bad. Yep. So here we have the last of the 2016 Zanes, which is Day of the Departed Zane, and then we have the 2017 Hands of Time Zane. Both of these figures are absolutely amazing. Hands of Time Zane, I made a video on my top 5 favorite Zanes that I own. This one was at the top because look how good it is. It's so good. There's the dust again. I don't know where it keeps falling from. Like, where like, I just hit my lamp and it's not. Or all right, I need to stop talking about the dust, man. This is not what y'all want to. Y'all need to look at my minifigures, not the dust. Sorry. So, both of these figures are really good. I think the leg print on this one is a little bit simplistic, but it's also supposed to be specific. I mean, simplistic. Sorry. Oh my god, I can't even talk anymore. But yeah, I like how it looks. It just looks elegant. And this one, I mean, I think the black arms are okay, but only because they use on every other suit. But that's because it unifies the whole like suit line. I think the only one that the all black arms works for is Cole. Now we're slowly moving. Now we're in the era of the bad Zane face prints, bro. I hate this Zane face print. The angry one isn't bad, but it's this one. This one I hate so much. Oh, I probably should have told you the name of the suits. This is the movie Zane suit, and then this is the Ninjago movie collectible minifigure series suit. Both of these are pretty good. Um, I like the backpack on this one. But other than that, I really don't have anything good to say about these because I really hate the movie suit. It uses way too much white when all the other ones use black. They should have stick with it. They should have made him titanium. You know what I'm saying? I would have took the titanium ninja over this plain white suit with some black details. I really don't like these suits at all. So here we have Sons of Garmadon Zane from 2018. Pretty good suit. I think they're called the Resistance suits. Very, very, very good figure in my opinion. I definitely think it should have used the Hands of Time Zane face print, but other than that, it's a great figure. I hear with the Legacy suit for Zane again with the face print, I don't like it at all. But the figure's not horrible. I definitely like the titanium faced one where it just has this face on this torso and legs. It definitely looks way better, but yeah, not too much to complain about here. Here we got two more pretty good figures. We got the Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu Zane, just the base suit from season number 11. And then here we have the Golden Rebooted Zane. Both of these are pretty cool. I don't know why I said that so many times, but I guess I stuttered. This one, although being basic, the rebooted suits were pretty basic, so I'll let it slide. But and the one on the left is pretty good. I do like the new lighter shade of blue that Zane uses now instead of this darker one that he uses. But I don't think it's a bad figure just because of that. I definitely think the Forbidden Spinjitzu Zane is a little bit better than this figure, but it's still pretty cool. Now we have the Legacy Possession robes, which are very, very cool. This suit is pretty good. I just wish we had more of them. I wish it would have came with like a Kai or a J that looks the same as this, except like swapped colors. You know what I'm saying? Because that would have looked so freaking cool, man. Even just two. I'd be fine with two, but no, they only gave us one. And really, it wouldn't even be that much more expensive. But no, now people have to make their own and spend their own money because the Lego doesn't want to do it. So, and then here we have the Legacy versus Zane. Now, this one is kind of weird, I can't lie. I mean, Zane with no pants on always is just disturbing. Um, so yeah, then I'm not really gonna talk about the figure that much. Now here we have some pretty good, pretty very good Zane minifigures. We have the core Zane from 2022, and then we have the golden crystallized Zane also from 2022. These figures are pretty good. Um, I don't really have too much complaints about them. I mean, I definitely think the core Zane should not use tan as a part of its color scheme, and he shouldn't be sleeveless because none of the other ninja are sleeveless. And I hate how they always show his like heart right there. Why is that needed on every Zane minifigure? Like he's not even battle damage in this one. Like this one, I mean, I get it a little bit, but like it just doesn't make any sense to me. But you know, these are pretty good nonetheless. Here we have the Dragon Form Zane, which I think that's my favorite out of the Dragon Form Ninja, just because the white and the light blue mix so well together. It looks very good. Very cheap. £1 fish. 3.1 for £1 fish. Oh, sorry, that song is fire. But and then we have the Dragons Rising Season 1 suit of Zane. Both of these are really good. I don't know if I like this mask design very much, but other than that, it's a pretty good figure. I mean, very good figures in general. So here we have both of the Dragons Rising Season 2 Zanes. We have the Mech Pilot Zane, which I think is an amazing figure, and the Tournament of the Source Zane, which I also think is an amazing figure. Now, I mean, I don't like how the show plays out during these seasons for Zane, obviously, but I can see past that, and these figures are pretty good. Um, I don't really have too many complaints about them. I don't think I have actually any at all. Because they're pretty good, honestly. Some of the best in recent history. Now here we have both of the Dragons Rising Season 3 figures that I have, and the final two figures in this video. Now, Stormsuit Zane, which is the one on the left right there, pretty good. I don't know how I like the new masks. They're not too bad, I think, but they look like Power Rangers. Honestly, like with the entire suit, they just look like Power Rangers. And on the right, we have shirtless Zane. Don't know why this exists. You pair it with the legs from this guy, and you have a naked Zane. Like nobody wants that. Like I don't know why they decided to do that, but they did. And yeah. So these figures, yeah, they're a decent start for 2025. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy. But with that being said, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below what your favorite Zane figure of all time is, or which one of your favorite figures was in this video was. I hope you guys have a good one.